Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Next topic, array as member of classes. So just like array, within structure it possible to use array as member of data type. So this is the member of the data type. Why? Because still here how we are using int m. Now this is the example of the array as member of classes. So here class keyword, class name marks, and private data, it shows some of the member data as int m of 5, int I. Why? Because here not just only the one, here many information going to access one by one in looping condition. So the m of 5, member data of the class marks, public, two member function, one is the set wall, second one is the display. No any arguments, so white and white. So it going to declare by using access specifier public, white set wall white, white display white. Then closing of flower bracket semicolon. So this is the end of class definition. The array variable that is m. The array variable that is m is a private member data of class marks, and this can be used by the member function set wall and display here member function as follows. So white, and this one is called as we already declared. Now whatever the declared is that the declaration of the member function, such one going to define. We know that while going to define, it going to define outside the class, return type white, class name marks, scope resolution operator set wall white. So the scope resolution operator is used to define the member function, or we can say that such a scope resolution define or tells the class, that means such function belongs to which class. And opening of the flower bracket, say out, enter the marks, it going to display the message. How you are telling it going to display? Why? Because whatever the message is there I want to display, I return by using double quotation. So enter the marks going to display as a message, and later next one looping condition. Why? Because the 5 information, or we can say that 5 time it going to display or depend on the condition satisfaction, it going to display, it going to enter the value one after the another. For I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, sin m of I. Clear this point? So m of I, maybe I value is equal to 1, it going to enter the next value. So one value is less than 5, yes, condition is true, then it going to enter the data. So when the I value reaching to 5, I is equal to 5, it going to check the condition. 5 value less than 5, no, condition is not true, then it going to stop the entering of the value here. So this one is, and such member function is using, why? Because to input the data, and such data is going to use by using member function set wall. And the second member function name is the display. So first of all we already declared, now such one going to define. So definition, return type white, class name marks, scope resolution operator, member function display, and after that opening and closing of the flower bracket, then one message going to display the message as the marks are. Okay, and whatever we entered again we need to write. Why? Because this member function going to display shows the data on monitor, execute the program for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and later next one cout set w 4. Why? Because it leaving some of the space between the numbers. Okay. So set W4 M of I and end line, then we open the flower bracket, then going to close the flower bracket. Now how we are telling, this is the example for array as member of classes. Now this is the example of the array as member of classes. Okay. Why? Because here not just only one student information going to enter, here totally from 0 to 4, that means the 5 student information going to store one by one, depend on the looping condition till where it going to satisfy, till that it going to enter the value here, and whatever we enter, such one going to display the value. The example for member function defined outside a class. Keyword class is used to declare class. Class name is the operation, user defined name, the name defined by the user. So the class name operation, and the class name operation containing member data that is going to declare by using access specifier private. So member data are A, B, declared separately by using their data type, and member function public. So the functions are sum and product. Why? Because I already said outside class definition, the member function declared within the class. The member function declared within the class must be defined separately outside the class. Clear this point here? The outside class definition, the member function names are sum, product. Here declared within the class must be defined separately outside the class. Okay, here. So first of all I am going to declare the function sum, product. Now I am going to define the function sum and product one by one. So such a sum, the data type containing the data type int. So int, and later next one we know that. Why? Because what's the syntax of outside class definition? The syntax of the outside class definition: return type, class name, scope resolution operator, member function, and arguments. If any arguments are there, then we are going to write the argument. But this member function sum not having or not containing any arguments. Clear this one? So here return type int, class name is the operation, scope resolution operator, member function name, that is the sum, and no any arguments are there, but no semicolon. Now this line is called as the definition of the function, and this line is called as the declaration of the function. So here we can say that the member function declared within the class must be defined separately outside the class. And here maybe some of the returning code, if you want, it is just only the one simple program of the operation program here. So just one simple coding I return int y and closing of the flower bracket, and later one more member function is that the member function name is the product member function, and such member function also going to declare within the class and going to define outside the class. Okay, going to define outside the class here, flower bracket semicolon, after that outside the class. So here the data type is the int, and class name is the operation, scope resolution operator, and the member function name is the product. Okay, clear this point? So product here, so we know that why we using the scope resolution operator. The scope resolution operator is used to define the member function. The member function is the product to define the member function, and here also maybe something, some code you want to return some value, such coding going to write in between the flower bracket. So this is one simple example for our outside class definition. Okay, and the member function is the sum member function and product member function are both are going to declared. First of all going to declared here. Okay, and later was going to define. So later next one, let's see the next example for our to use the classes using member function inside and outside the class definition. Now this program shows, why? Because whatever the program we completed before that, okay, this program just only shows the usage of the outside class definition. Now this program shows both our inside as well as the outside class definition. Okay, so to use the classes using member function inside and outside the class definition, we know that whatever the program is there, going to start using header file iostream.h hash include iostream.h. Why? Because to input and to perform the input and output operation, and the second header file hash include conio.h. The conio is usable by we using CLR SCR to clear the screen, and maybe I return end line, that means surely we need to use the header file. The header file is called as the, what's the header file we are using here? The header file is called as the iomanip.h. okay, kya? The iomanip.h here. Why? Because to perform the manipulation, input output manipulation, so the manip.h here. And later next one, the class is the keyword, so we need to write, and item is the class name. So this line is called as the class declaration. Okay, we are using the class declaration. The name of the class is the item, and we know that after opening of the flower bracket, first of all we are using some member data, but you should remember it, if no access specifier is mentioned, then by default the members are the private. Clear this point? We can use the private here, and later without using private also, such members are considered as the private member data only by default. Okay, so the member data, number and the cost. For number, the data type is the int, and for the cost, the data type is the float. That means for int we need to use maybe the 10, 20, 30, the whole number only, and for the cost we can use any value, maybe 10.5, 10.2, any fractional point we can use, by because here the data type is the float. So number and cost considered as the private data here, and later next one is the public. Why we using the public? Why? Because the public access specifier specially usable for our to declare or maybe sometime to define the member function. Okay, so the get data void get data int a comma float b. Clear this point here? Why? Because two arguments are there, two variables are there, so a and float b here. Now this is the example for our outside class definition. Clear this point? How we are thinking? It is the example for the outside class definition. Why? Because maybe if any semicolon is there here, maybe if you are using semicolon, then we need to define again. Clear this point? We need to define again in this case here. So this is the example for our outside class definition, but here one more member function. The member function name is the put data, and such put data not having any arguments, but this is the example for our inside class definition. How you are thinking inside? Why? Because no any semicolon is there. If you are going to see, okay, check what's the difference to our first member function and to the second member function. The first member function, after that we need to use the semicolon. This is the example for our outside class definition. Okay, kya? Why? Because once we declare and laterwards we are going to define, after the class definition we are going to define, and later, but this example, this member function is defined inside class definition, so we can say as the function defined here. That means the function defined inside class definition. Okay, void put, and in case of the void put, why? Because the put data going to display the information. So see out the number, and whatever you are going to write by using double quotation, such one going to display as a message. Should remember it. Whatever you are going to display, whatever the information you are writing by using double quotation, going to display as a message here, and later but here the number, that means it going to display the value. Should remember here the capital N is there, but here this small n. Why? Because while going to declare the member data, the number as the small. It going to start from the n small letter. Clear this one? So the number it displaying as a message, but it going to display as the value of the number. And end line, why? Because it going to display one after the another. It works like a enter key. Clear this one? Works like a enter key here. So because of this reason, the end line it going to include in header file. The header file is the io_manip.h, and later next one cout. Why? Because not just only in this program we are going to display the output of number, not just only the number output, we also need to display the cost output also. So the cost it going to display as a message, and second cost is that going to display the cost value. Okay, the cost value, and this flower bracket going to close, and one more flower bracket. So this one is called as the class, end of the class definition. Now here one more member function is that, so we are going to declare, that means we already declared here, we are going to define later words. We are in the example of member function outside class definition. We know that, why? Because whatever the function going to define or declare, first of all we are going to declare, then we are going to define in our outside class definition. So this is the example of outside class definition. Return type void, class name item, scope resolution operator, member function get data, and it contains two arguments A, B. Why? Because it is we already declared. Now this line going to define by using scope resolution operator this member function, and two arguments are that A and B. So whatever the value we are using in arguments A, going to add it to the number, and B, second argument name, that is the B, it going to add to the variable cost. And here some coding we are going to write. Opening of the flower bracket, so we need to close the flower bracket. That means in this program one member function we define inside class definition, and another member function we defined as outside class definition. So the member function put data define inside class definition, and the other member function get data define outside class definition. And after writing inside and outside member function defining, we need to write the main program. So in main program, it going to start the main program by using data type, maybe the int or maybe sometime as the void. But in case you are using the int as a main program, then we need to use the return 0. If you are using void, then no any return 0 we need to write. So in our main function, maybe any object, the object name is the x, going to declare by using the class name is the item. So item x, this line shows it going to create the object is the x. Now in second line I am going to access the member function by using the object x dot member function name is the get data, and the get data have two arguments A and B. So the value we need to write 250 as the number, 10.5 as the cost. And the second, that means whatever the get data is there, and what's the code we return by using the second member function put data, it going to shows the value of the put data. In put data we already return by using the message as the cout number, that is equal to the number, and cost, that is equal to the cost here. So int function is that. So finally we need to use the return 0, and opening of the flower bracket we open, and lastly the end of the program we need to use the closing of the flower bracket. And after this program when you are going to execute, it shows the output as the number 250 and cost value as 10.5. So this is about the program, the inside as well as the outside class definition. Now the next topic, that is our defining objects of a class. Here also some syntax is there to define the objects of a class. So in our object, we know that when we are going to define or declare the object, why? Because when class is defined, first of all we need to define the class, then such class specifies the object, the type of the object of the class, or in other words we can say that once the class is defined, it specifies or the object that created, some of the object going to create in the class here, and the object of the class is declared in the same manner like any other object declaration. So the syntax of defining object of the class, user defined name, opening of the flower bracket, some members, data members are going to declare by using access specifier private, and methods that is called as the member functions going to declare by using the access specifier public, and closing of flower bracket semicolon called as the end of class definition, and after end of the class definition, that means in our main function, before going to declare the object, first of all we need to write the name of the class. So the name of the class user underscore define underscore name. That means what's the name used by the user. So any name the user can use. So user underscore define underscore name, object 1 and object 2, and such object 1 and object 2 separated by using the comma. So this line shows that here, that means here we are going to declare the object. It is going to create the object of the class. Okay, here now about the example, one simple example by using the object of the class, by using the syntax of the object of the class keyword, student is the user defined name, the name of the class, then opening of the flower bracket, some member data are roll number, name, age. Why? Because here I didn't write the access specifier private. We know that if no access specifier is mentioned, then by default the member data are the private member data. Okay. So the private member data, roll number, name and age, and the public, here we using two member function. In this example we use two member functions. One is the get data, second one is the display data. And how we used here? Why? Because first of all in this example we declared the member function, correct? No, here no any definition, it directly going to declare, and laterwards we are going to define, then closing of the flower bracket with semicolon, and after that we know that what's the name of the class is the student. By using the student name we are going to declare the object is the obj1 and obj2. So this is the example for our defining objects of a class.